What's up, New Yorkers? Hey, Film Fanization, how you doing? And Ronnie MC. Hey, Jeff, love the channel. How is the buffet? I'll get into the buffet in a moment. Just a couple things to get out of the way. One, I am battling a really bad cough right now. So I'm surrounded by liquids. I got wine, orange juice, and water. So one of those should do a cough good, right? So if I take a break once in a while and take a sip, then you know that it's because my throat's kind of like going. The second thing is I know the lighting in here is horrible, and usually when I do a remote location like this, the lighting in the room isn't too bad, but this room is bad as far as lighting is concerned. And I know I got this bright light behind me, and I could have some light in front of me, but then it reflects off my glasses, and just horrible. And I know now when I'm in Atlantic City to bring my own. I have some very small lights that I could bring with me. Just throw it in my bag, and that's going to help out a lot in future videos. So, who else is here? Hey, Shirley, how you doing? Autumn, good to see you again. Nikita, Deborah, how you doing? Where's Robert, Deborah? I hope he can make it. And Pac-Man's here. Hey, Pac-Man. So yeah, I'm at the Borgata here in Atlantic City. I got a nice room here on the 7th floor. It was comped, so I can't complain. I got a great view of the casino roof, and that's about all. But if you go around the corner here, it is really a good view of the Water Club and Harrah's and the Golden Nugget and the whole marina end of Atlantic City. So maybe in a little bit, I will take you guys for a room tour. I will not unplug the microphone because that's what I did the last time, and the live stream came to a screaming halt. So I learned my lesson from that. But I probably in a little while, I'll show you guys around the room. I am back in Atlantic City next week. I've got a lot of comps lately in Atlantic City, and I appreciate that. So next week, I'm going to be at the Ocean Resort and Casino, and I'll probably do a live show from there as long as my coughing and my throat holds up. Today, I visited the Golden Nugget. I visited Harrah's. Obviously, I was here at the Borgata. I did a room tour, pool tour here. I'm going to go down after this and do a slot pull for you guys and for myself, of course. I had a nice comp for the buffet, which I went to right before I started this stream. And I'll get into the buffet in a little while. But the line for the comps, you know how they have the M Life rewards area in the casino? The line, I'm on a schedule today between the live stream and doing what I had to do as far as the channel. It's my real job's day off, so I got a lot to do today, and I could not stand online. It was a $25 comp for the buffet, which is actually $40. So that would have been a nice break, but the line was so long that I just had to give up on the comp, and I went straight to the buffet. And then from there, I came straight up here. Let's see who else is here. We got Pac-Man. Anthony, how you doing, Anthony Longworth? Tina, hey Jeff, I'll be going to the Atlantic City next week for a couple of days, staying at Bally's, but I'll be moving around from casino to casino, looking for some great slot machine to play. I'm always looking for a great slot machine to play. I've yet to find it. Ron MC, hello. Pac-Man, I know the poker director at Borgata. He says the rooms are being updated this year. That's good. Again, I'm in a comp room, and comp rooms typically, unless you're like a whale or a high roller, typically comp rooms are not the best rooms in the hotel, and I expect that, and I'm not one to complain about something like that. So the room is very comfortable. It could use a little updating. I feel like they give the paying customers the better fixtures, and then the people like me get not so great fixtures. For example, I have a lamp in that corner of the room that keeps going on and off. I don't think Borgata runs their organization that way, but I just think that a couple of the comp rooms get some leftovers, if you will. And again, I'm not talking about the high rollers and the whales who get the best of everything. People like me who get comp typically get the worst of everything, and I'm not a complainer with regards to that. Give me something for free. You won't hear a peep out of me other than thank you. Damon Malone. Hiya, Jeff. Hey, Damon. What's up? Nikita. I just left AC Thursday. Had fun, but the weather was not so great. How's the weather now? The weather is fantastic today. Like I said, I was at the Golden Nugget, Harrah's, and here at the Borgata. A little windy, but the sun's out. It's about, I'm going to say, low 60s, which is perfect for me. I like anywhere in the 60s to mid 70s is perfect weather for me all year round. Some people like it a little warmer, but couldn't complain about the weather today. It's fantastic. Tom Kaufman, hey Jeff, how did you get so many comps from Ocean? A lot of play? I don't know how I got I play a little bit at Ocean. I did get a lot of comps from them though. I don't know if they're recognizing the channel. Maybe that could be it. But I don't play enough to get the comps that they're giving me. So it must be the channel. I have no idea. But basically, I have 2 comped rooms every week now through the middle of July. So I could basically live at the Ocean 2 days a week for the next couple of months. And Borgata is treating me nicely as well. Hopefully someday Caesars and Hard Rock will come around and I'll get some comps there as well. And Golden Nugget. I was at Golden Nugget today. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I did one around, I guess, December or January. Very pleasantly surprised by the rooms at the Golden Nugget. Everything is modern. Everything looks new. Everything was spotless. I'm really surprised. I wasn't expecting much from the Golden Nugget, and boy, did they prove me wrong. So I'll be revisiting Golden Nugget again. And again, today I was at the Golden Nugget has the marina with the boats, the Farley. It's actually a state marina. It doesn't belong to the Golden Nugget, but it's right off their property, the waterfront. And their people are bringing their boats out now. Their outdoor dining isn't open yet. If you're just tuning in, I have a bad cough. And I tested negative. I've been testing myself, so it's just a bad cough. I don't know why, but very happy with the Golden Nugget. Let's see. So to answer your question, Tom, I don't know why I'm getting comps from the Ocean. I am. Who am I to question them? I'm going to take advantage of it. I have a lot of good things to say about the Ocean. Maybe that's why I'm getting comped. Maybe they're watching the channel. I have no idea. If you are, feel free to join in the chat. Ocean Resort and Hotel Casino. I've been very honest about their rooms. I think their rooms need a lot of updating, and that's something they're working on. So we'll take it from there. Shirley, will you be going to the automobile show in New York next week? I didn't know there was an automobile show in New York. And I would have loved to have gone to that. Unfortunately, next week on my day off, I'm coming here to Atlantic City. So I also found out that there was a horror show at Showboat right up the beach here in Atlantic City this past weekend. I would have gone to that. I did have yesterday off, Sunday. But I found out about it last night, so obviously I didn't participate in that. So if you guys see anything coming up with regards to Atlantic City, let me know ahead of time, and I'll be more than happy to check it out and probably film it. Robert, I see you there. Hey, Jeff. The Jewel 63. Hello, Jeff, New York. Enjoy. I love AC. So do I, Jewel. Autumn, it's a ghost. What's a ghost, Autumn? I always stay at a Caesars Centurion Tower, corner ocean view. I was in the Centurion Tower a couple months ago. I did a room review on it. Huge rooms. It was very impressive. And I know that the light's reflecting. I could actually increase. Let me know if this is better. I don't think it is. I think it's worse. Yeah, that's worse. Sorry for the lighting. But what's happening is the light from the window is reflecting on the computer screen and right into my eyeglasses. So it is what it is. I'll do better lighting from remote places as I learn more. Not as good as the New York studio, which is actually my garage. Watching you in the Mets game. Who's winning, Deborah? Is today opening day? I think today's opening day. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jim Blake, what's up, Jeff? Feel better, sir. Thank you, Jim. I feel fine. I just have this nagging cough. And I got it about a month ago, and it went away, and it's coming back again. At first, I thought it was new medication, but it wasn't. It was, I guess, just a cold. But I don't know why I'm coughing. So if it doesn't get better in the next couple of days, I'll go see someone about it. But it's just a nagging cough. I feel fine. Drink some water. I'm surrounded by liquids right now. Let's see. Met Scootin. Close the curtain. I could close the curtain, but then it would look even worse. The lighting would probably be better, but it would look like I'm doing this from a prison room. So that's why I left the curtain open. Do you have cough drops? Yes, I do. I have them right here on the table with me. The Jewel 63. I love Caesars. I'll be happy when room service returns. They don't have room service at Caesars? Really? I thought all hotel rooms had room service at this point. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Caesar seems to be lagging in a lot of stuff, including their buffets. They don't have any buffets open, including Harrah's here. I was just at Harrah's today, and the buffet is still closed, and I don't think it's going to be opening. They have no buffets open here in Atlantic City, and the only one in Las Vegas is Caesar's Palace. They own a lot of properties on the Strip. None of them have their buffets opening, so I said a while back ago that Caesars is rethinking the whole buffet thing, and they're probably not going into the buffet business. And I know, Shirley, you had mentioned on today's video, Resorts World, that you didn't recognize or didn't see a buffet there. And I can tell you that all the new places that are opening, like the Virgin in Las Vegas and Resorts World, and all the places that are new that are opening don't have buffets. So buffets are slowly becoming a thing of the past, like a dinosaur kind of thing. So appreciate them while you can. There's only 2 or 3 here in Atlantic City. I just went to the Borgata one, and I'm stuffed. I just came upstairs from that one. And the Hard Rock, and I like the Hard Rock one better. I'll go into detail with the Borgata in a couple moments, but I still like the Hard Rock buffet better. Let's see, Deborah. The Mets are winning against the Phillies 3-0 in the first inning. Opening day is Friday. You mean this past Friday? I'm assuming because they're playing. Wow, that should be a good game actually. The Mets and Phillies. Shirley, Thursday is opening day for the Mets. They are winning 3-0 first inning. The Jewel 63 Water Park, July 2022. They kept saying Memorial Day. I guess they're pushing it back. I haven't been to the boardwalk in a few weeks. Last time I was there, they broke ground and they had all the earth movers going, and they were, I guess, putting in all the subterranean stuff, like all the pipes and the waterworks and the drains and all that stuff that you don't see. That's what they were working on a couple of weeks ago. So I will be at the ocean again next week. Excuse me. And I'll do the whole boardwalk while I'm there, and I will definitely check out the showboat and see what's going on there as far as their water park and that go-kart thing that they're building too. Gordon Ramsay is the only breakfast option. I guess you're talking about Caesars, and I'm trying to think. You are probably right, except for that crappy coffee pastry place that they have right next to Gordon Ramsay by the reservation area. I never liked that place. But I remember when I was doing, what was it, the air show or something? It was the only place open serving coffee at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, what in the world? I had to walk like 3 hotels to get a cup of coffee. That was the only one open. So I wasn't complaining that day, but for the most part, I don't like their coffee and I don't like their pastries. Wise Malik, hey everyone, I'm driving, but I'm here listening to Jeff. Oh, well then I guess I'm going to have to repeat everything everyone's saying so Wise Malik can join us. But just to let you know, well, you guys can see Wise Malik is with us. So Wise Malik, we just started, we got 28 people. I've got a cough. I'm not sick, I just have a bad cough. So I'm coughing a lot during this live stream. And I just got up from the Borgata buffet, which I'll go into in a moment. Hard Rock Buffet always hits the spot. Yeah, Deborah, I think you're right. This is the second. All right, so I'm going to go into the buffet at this point, I guess. This is the second time I've gone to the Borgata Buffet. I went to the lunch one, I guess the end of last year, the beginning of this year, several months ago. And I went to, that was a lunch one. And then today I went to the dinner one. And I can tell you that the lunch one was $24.99 and the dinner one was $38.99. So a bit more. And I can tell you that both buffets were identical, which really surprised me. I was expecting a lot more tonight. You see pictures of the buffet. Actually, if you go on the website, Caesar's website, they don't show you anything at the buffet. Everything is empty. They just show you the empty counters, the empty tables, as if the place was closed and nothing was cooked. But I've seen pictures of the Borgata, maybe in the past on their promos, with the king crab legs piled up, 3 feet high and this and that. That wasn't the case. It was the same exact buffet I had for lunch a couple months ago. The only difference was they had sirloin steak, which I took advantage of, and I had some of that. And that video will be coming up eventually. I am so backed up on videos, it's ridiculous. I must have 70, 80, 90 videos from my trip from Vegas. I got so many Atlantic City videos that I've recorded already and future ones that I have planned. So I'm recording faster than I can edit and put out, but I'm putting out almost one a day. So that's the best I can do, considering I work full time. Let's see. Autumn, sadly, I've never been to a good buffet experience in Vegas. Really? Oh, well, I only eat to survive while I'm there anyway. It's more about the drinks. You sound like my kind of person, Autumn. I will tell you that I've been to the Borgata and the Hard Rock. Hard Rock does have a better buffet. I've been here twice at the Borgata. Hard Rock once. I will do the Hard Rock again sometime in the near future. But compared to Vegas, there's no comparison. Vegas has better buffets. So I'll just get that out there. When I was in Vegas, I went to the Encore. It was a fabulous buffet. I went to Bellagio. And I don't know if I went to a third one or not. I did a lot of restaurants while I was there. But the buffets, you can't compare New Jersey, Atlantic City buffets to Las Vegas. Las Vegas will always win hands down with regards to buffets. Let's see. No, this Friday coming up at Citi Field, they always start on the road first. I got you. So it's opening day for the Mets this coming Friday. I got you. Wise Malik, go Mets. Mafatone, love your channel, guy. The Jewel 63. I understand the Hard Rocks buffet is good. You are correct. It is good, Jewel. There's a video on this channel if you want to check it out. I went to the Hard Rock. It was one of the first times. Actually, the first buffet I went to was the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. I went to their breakfast buffet. The second one I went to that I did a video on was here at the Hard Rock in Atlantic City, and it was a very good buffet. I enjoyed it. Crappy pizza, but the rest of it was awesome. Doug R. Hi, Jeff. Hey, Doug. Shirley, this Thursday is opening day at Citi Field for the Mets. Yep, I just found that out. The Jewel, right. Taza is the only other option at Caesars. That's the name of it, Taza. You're absolutely right, the Jewel 63. Robert says, no, Shirley, it's Friday. So you guys fight amongst yourselves. I'm going to continue reading these as far as when the Mets opening day is. Wise Malik, are you a Mets fan? Because you said go Mets. When is opening day for the Mets? From what I understand, they're playing the Phillies as I speak, and they're winning in the first. Coffee at Taza is just okay at the best. Yeah, I agree with you. Pac-Man, got to check Doc's Oyster House. Where is Doc's Oyster House, Pac-Man? Let me know, and I will check it out. This sounds a lot worse than it really is, folks. It's just a bad cough, and I feel fine. All this talking isn't helping. Mafatone, yeah, Docs. All right, tell me where that is. I'll catch up to you eventually. The chat is going pretty quickly here. Shirley, sorry, Friday is opening day. Okay, we straightened that out. Deborah, I asked you in an email, are you going to trademark or copyright, whichever it is, your New York name or logo? Yes, I am. Tom Kaufman, any idea when you plan to visit Foxwood in Connecticut? I've been saying for the past year, I guess, that I was going to do it this spring. As spring approaches, or I guess it approached and it's almost over, I'm going to start saying sometime this summer at this point. I do want to check both those out. Let me know, as far as those of you who have been to Foxwoods and what's the other one? Foxwoods and where was your comment? Well, whichever one that other one is, right next to Foxwoods in Connecticut. Which one you guys like better? Because I need to stay there overnight, and I'm not going to get comped. So let me know which one you like better, Foxwoods or why can't I think of the other one? Foxwoods. I can't think of it. But let me know which one you guys like better. That's the one that I'll get a room at, and I'll check both of them out on some weekend or probably in the middle of some week where it's a lot cheaper. Let's see. Garrett Young. Hi, New York. How's it, New York? Autumn. How did your feet do this time around? In Las Vegas, they did fine. They hurt a lot. Just the bottoms of my feet. My knees and my feet and my ankles, everything holds up well. It's just the bottoms of my feet that get worn down. And I realized I spent way too much talking about my feet on the last video, so I'm not going to start up on this one. It's, if you walk a lot for 7, 8, 9 days in a row, the bottoms of your feet are going to hurt. That's a given. So let's see. The season started Thursday. The home opener is Friday. All right, Killer Seafood at Docks. Let me know where Docks is. You guys keep talking about Docks. No one has told me where it is. Doug R. agreed. Harvox Harvest Buffet is the best in AC. I think you're right, Doug. Pac-Man, AC. Well, I'm assuming you're talking about Docks, but where in AC is Docks? Garrett, San Francisco clam chowder bread tastes the best. I don't know where that came from. Is that a restaurant here in Atlantic City? San Francisco clam chowder bread tastes the best. I'm not a chowder person. I don't know why. I guess I don't like clams and I don't like oysters. So, and I don't like mussels. So I don't like shellfish. The only exception being crabs and shrimp. I'll eat them, but it's not something that I care for. So. Get some hot water and honey. Thank you, the Jewel63. I'll see if they have any in the room here. Let's see. Film fanization. I just went to Foxwoods and was so disappointed. No good restaurants were open. I love Foxwood, but hopefully the next visit will be better. Let me say about no good restaurants being open. Even here in Atlantic City, I just came from Harrah's in the Golden Nugget, and a lot of their restaurants are closed. They're only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know I'm assuming that's going to change when the season comes around. I know that they're having staffing issues. It's not due to COVID, but I'm just assuming it's staffing issues, and hopefully they'll get staffed up and be open better hours. But all the restaurants that I went to today, as far as those two properties, were pretty much closed except for one or two that were open just to take care of the people that were in the building. Wise Malik, I am a Mets fan, and this is nice. This is like listening to a podcast as I drive. So, Wise Malik, how are you listening to us? And how are you typing in the chat? I hope you're not using your phone. Let us know. And if you're using your phone, then don't let us know. Mohegan Sun, thank you. And wow, I'm really behind on this chat. I asked that question a while ago. Everyone's saying Mohegan Sun. Yeah, Foxwood and Mohegan Sun. So if you've been to and film fanization just says, I like Foxwood better. That's what I want to know. What you guys like better, Foxwood or Mohegan Sun? Tom Kaufman, I prefer Foxwoods. Yeah, everyone's saying Foxwood. It's much better than Mohegan Sun. There's a lot more to do. Mohegan Sun, I think they're the tribe, if you will, the Indian tribe that owns Virgin in Las Vegas as well. As I sip. I planned on going to Virgin again this time. I went to Virgin right after it opened, which was several months ago, almost half a year ago. And security was extremely tight. And I'm not talking about, guys in yellow T-shirts that say security with walkie-talkies. I'm talking like guys with suits, things in their ears, serious like Secret Service type security. And I was very uncomfortable filming in there. I left. I wasn't too impressed with the place anyway. It just barely opened. I found out a week or two later that Richard Branson, the billionaire from the UK, was in the building at the time, and that was basically his security, not the casino security. So that explained that. And I said to myself, I'm going to go visit Virgin when I was in Vegas a week ago, and I just didn't get around to it. And like I said, I wasn't too impressed with what I saw then. And when I go for 6 or 7 days, I have a list and I have to prioritize, and that wasn't at the top. So I didn't revisit it. Maybe next visit when I go back in August or September. Let's see. Oh, wow, I'm really backed up. Tom Kaufman, I prefer Foxwoods. I guess it's unanimous. Foxwoods is better than Mohegan Sun. So I'll get a room at Foxwoods when eventually I do go. Deborah, like them both. Check out Tangier Outlets and the Tanger. I was corrected when I did the Tangier Outlets here in Atlantic City. Someone commented that it's not Tangier, it's Tanger. And after I looked at the spelling, I realized they were correct. And the buffet at Foxwoods, but get to the buffet early for lunch instead of dinner because the line gets to be 1,000,000 miles long. Have you been there since COVID, Deborah? So is the buffet open? I don't know. I'm sure I could just do a quick search on the web and find out if the buffet is open or not. But if I do eventually get up there this summer, I will check out the buffet. We are always looking out for the safety of your feet. Thank you, Otto. My feet are just fine now. Doc's Happy Hour is okay. Everyone is talking about Doc's Happy Hour and how good it is, and it's a money saver. I've yet to have someone answer my question. Where is Doc's? What is it? In a hotel and casino? I'm not aware of that. Is it somewhere in Atlantic City? I don't know. Tell me where it is. Oh, okay. The next comment says Atlantic Ave by Trump Plaza. Okay, so there's a big empty lot there now. But I know that area, so I will check it out. I will check it out maybe next week when I'm at Ocean doing another live show. We got 29 people in the room so far, so that's good. It's Soup Bread Bowl. Sometimes I get these comments and I'm wondering, did I ask a question or are you answering a question that I asked a long time ago, or did I forget I asked a question? I don't know what that means. It's Soup Bread Bowl. Deborah, yeah, Jeff, don't let your feet make you feel defeated. See what I did there? Very funny, Deborah. The best dining is at Girasol's by the Trop. Girasol's, I've been there. I'm trying to think of where it is. You said the Trop, but I'm trying to think of Girasol. It'll come to me. I'm getting old, people. I'm getting really old. Laugh out loud, Deborah. The Jewel 63. Oh, the bread bowl sounds yummy. Mohegan is nicer. Okay, Pac-Man, you're the first one to say Mohegan, and everyone else is saying Foxwood. So why is Mohegan better, Pac-Man? Let us know. Retired Canine, welcome to the show. Doc's is 2400 Atlantic Avenue, few blocks from Pro Bass Shops. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know that entire area. As a matter of fact, I did a video on Pro Bass. I went in there saying no one's going to watch a video on a sporting goods store. I walked in not even intending on doing a video. I had just finished doing the Tanger Outlets, and it's just this huge sporting goods store. And I said, let me go in and see what that's all about. I had put my camera equipment away and everything. Once I walked into the place, I was like, holy cow, this place is fantastic. I don't go camping anymore. There's no reason for me to go into a sporting goods store, but it's so much more than a sporting goods store. Check that video out if you want here on the New York channel. And I actually plan on doing another video. I said, well, let me videotape it. I'll put it up. If it gets a couple of watches, that's great. It actually got quite a few watches, so maybe I'll do a follow-up one. Let's see. Wise Malik, I just found the microphone buttons. I've been talking to you. Laugh out. Oh, okay. That's good. No reading and texting while you're driving, Wise Malik. Shirley, I like Foxwoods better. They have a wonderful buffet. Yeah, that's what Deborah said. I love music. Hey, welcome to the chat. I love music. Have you been to Virgin when it was called the Hard Rock? No, that was actually I guess the Hard Rock was there my first 2 or 3 visits as a vlogger to Vegas, and it's so far off the strip that I didn't visit. I'm kind of upset that I never did because obviously it's gone now. But it's coming back, and if anyone knows that, it's you. I Love Music, because they're going to the Mirage and they're tearing down that volcano. So, but I know I never did get a chance to visit Hard Rock while it was off the strip. I will definitely visit it when it opens, and hopefully they can redeem themselves. I have a lot of respect for the Hard Rock Company, and I think they're going to make the Mirage a nice place. Yeah, they're taking down that volcano, but change is change. Deborah, Foxwood has more walking than Mohegan Sun. I guess it's bigger. Is that what you're saying? G-Man Giants, hi, are restaurants open at the Borgata, or is it just a buffet? If you're just joining, I have a bad cough, but I feel fine. The restaurants are all open. I just came up from the buffet. All the lunch, breakfast places are open. They've been open for almost a year now. The nicer restaurants, Angelina's and the Steakhouse, Homestead, and the Japanese place, they're all open, but they're not open until 5 o'clock. So they're open at this point, but while I was downstairs before at the buffet, they weren't open. Tom Kaufman, I believe Mohegan Sun now owns resorts in Atlantic City. I believe you're correct. Also, when you head to Connecticut casinos, be sure to visit Mystic Village. It's similar to Smithville, only smaller. I drove through. I had to go to Rhode Island, and in order to get to Rhode Island, you have to drive through Connecticut from where I am. And I did stop off at Mystic. I don't think it was Mystic Village. Mystic was this place off the Connecticut Turnpike that was basically a lot of motels, and that's where I stopped off. Not that I hang out at motels, but I'd never visited Mystic Village. I'm going to have to do a New England thing. The whole thing with New England is it's something I would love to do. I just don't know how many people would want to watch it. So it's a lot of time and money to do something like that. And to spend that much time and that much money on something that no one's really interested in is something that I always think about before I actually do something like that. Lafatone, a block away from the Trop. Taco Lover. Hey, Taco Lover, welcome. Jeff, Taco Lover has a great channel on YouTube. Check it out. Used to be all taco restaurants. Now he's kind of diversified a little bit into other kinds of food. But if you love tacos, that's your go-to place. And recently he did a visit to Las Vegas and did a lot of live streams there very successfully. So check his channel out, Taco Lover. Pac-Man, Girasol is on Pacific Avenue, but it's not nearly as good as Cafe 2825 on Atlantic Avenue. Taco Lover, good to see you. Let me just remove. We have a there. I think I got rid of that. Some spam hitting the chat here, so I think I removed it. We'll see what happens. Doug R, is the sunroom at the Water Club open? Yes. Well, if that's the pool room, yes, it is open. It's beautiful. I just did a room tour here at the Borgata. I went down to the pool and checked out their pool area. Not the first time, obviously. I've been to Borgata a lot of times. But Water Club has been closed until just a few months ago, which is another tower here. It's right outside this window behind me. They have a beautiful pool. I happen to like it more than the one here at the Borgata. And as a Borgata guest, you can use either pool you want. Borgata has two pools. The main one is indoors. It's like a family type pool with lots of kids splashing and running around and water flying all over the place. And then there's the outdoor pool, which is not open yet. More adults with bars around it and cabanas and things like that. More Vegas type. Let's see, Deborah. Did you accidentally wander into the smoking section and inhale cigarette smoke in the casino? No. I actually accidentally walk into the smoking area a lot in casinos, and it's something I notice immediately because I don't like cigarette smoke or cigar smoke, and I realize as soon as I enter a smoking area that I'm in there. I don't have to look for signs or anything. It just overwhelms me, so I turn around and head in the other direction. But no, I haven't been in any smoking rooms. And actually, I developed this cough 2 or 3 days ago, so it's actually getting better. It was worse yesterday and the day before. Let's see. I love music. I wonder what MGM is going to do with the Mirage brand since they are going to keep it. I don't know. That's a good question. I love music. I think it's a great name. I think it's a great brand. I'd hate to see it go to waste. It's certainly worth a lot of money. So I don't know what they plan on doing with that name. It's a great name for Las Vegas. I don't know who thought of it. Oh, actually, I do know. It was. I thought it was Steve Wynn, but actually, I think it was one of his people, if you will, that thought of it. Steve Wynn had a horrible name for that place when he was building it. And I think his people told him, not such a great idea. What do you think of Mirage? And he had to think about it for a couple of days, and then he realized it was a fantastic name for a hotel and casino in Las Vegas. So he must have a book. I'm dying to read Steve Wynn's life story. So I got to check that out on Amazon. Deborah, I'm not entirely sure, but to me, Foxwood seems bigger than Mohegan Sun. Taco Lover, thanks, Jeff. You are the best. Your channel is one of the best ones here on YouTube, Taco Lover. So hopefully someday when we're in Vegas together, we'll do some kind of a collab and do some live streams together. Film Fanization, I'm going to Connecticut next week. Oh, let us know how you like it. Are you going to gamble or are you going just for other reasons? Tell us your 2022 travel plans. First, I'm going to get rid of this cough. And Wise Malik, I know you're listening in the car, but I am constantly sipping right now. So my travel plans is, let's see, I already went to Vegas just a week or two ago. So that's off the chart for the next month or two, maybe 3. Plan on doing a lot of time here in AC. The Atlantic City videos are doing very well. This town has really grown on me, and I want to do a lot more from Atlantic City in the near future. And I get asked a lot, which do you like better, Las Vegas or Atlantic City? And I just had this discussion this morning with some family, and it's not a very easy question to answer. I can't pick a favorite. They're two completely different cities, two completely different vibes. Vegas is more of a destination. It's a place where if you're going away for a week, you don't want to come to Atlantic City. Maybe you do, but Atlantic City isn't a place where you come to for a week or two. It's a place where you come for a weekend or several days. There's only 9 hotels and casinos here. What it does have is the beach. It doesn't have a strip, but it has a boardwalk. And one of the things, the only thing that the two places have in common, Las Vegas and Atlantic City, is they're both surrounded by sand. That's all I can tell you. I like them both a lot, and they're two completely different vibes. I'd like to go to Philly and do some videos from Philly. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of New York City vault videos. I'd like to do some more current videos from New York City. I'd like to get to Foxwoods and Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. I'd also like to head down to DC, the DC-Baltimore area, and do some videos from there as well. So those are my plans for the summer. A lot from Atlantic City. There's so much here that I've yet to do. And I don't know if any of you remember that cruise I was on, but they have a happy hour cruise. I want to do that and bring it to you guys. So that's going to be my summer. Near the end of the summer, it's going to be back to Vegas. So let's see. Pac-Man. Jeff, check for AC Eats, Doc's Cafe, Italian, and Pancho's next to White House. I did a video from White House not too long ago. Great subs. I love music. Phil Ruffin should have bought the Mirage. I predict in a few years, T.I. might be rebranded and gone. believe he bought Circus Circus, didn't he? For some reason, that's still showing up as an MGM property. I'm sorry, because I realize the microphone's right here, but so we'll see what happens. But I agree, something's going to happen to the TI. I don't know when, but something's bound to happen to it eventually. Something good. So we'll see what happens. It's a great property. Shirley, sometimes you can get sick from going to cold weather from hot weather and vice versa. Maybe jet lag too. That could be. I just got back a week ago, so that could be it. How's the beach in AC? The beach is, I haven't been there in a couple weeks. I'm at the Borgata right now, so that's not near the beach. It's a couple miles away. But it's the Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore has great beaches, long beaches, very wide beaches. So you leave the boardwalk, and it's like half a mile to the water. So it's a very wide beach. It's a long beach. From what I understand, they have lots of plans for beach concerts and everything this coming summer. So I have to do some research and find out what's going on here in AC the next couple of weeks and months for the summer. And I will definitely check them all out while I can. Let's see. Theme resorts are the thing of the past. I agree. I love music. People are building hotels and casinos now. I think theme resorts were big in the 90s. You have the Luxor, you have New York, New York, you have MGM Grand, which actually used to be the Wizard of Oz themed. All these theme resorts are kind of like a thing of the past. You're absolutely right. And the new ones going up are themeless. They're beautiful, but there's really no theme, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Do you go to concerts while in AC? AC isn't known for concerts. They have beach concerts. I guess you could say the Borgata has some concerts and the Hard Rock has concerts too. I haven't been to any in the past year or so. There's some good ones coming to the Hard Rock, and I'm not going to remember what they are right now. But there's some good ones coming to the Hard Rock. So I might check them out. Obviously, I can't bring those to you, so that's something I would just enjoy on my own and let you guys know about it. But other than that, I can't record it. Vegas Visual, welcome to the channel. Hello, Jeff. What is your most complicated resort layout in Vegas? Oh, that's a good question. Give me a second. I'm going to get back to you on that. And let me think about it for a second. Very good question. Deborah, can you do a quick video on Peanut World? Some of the merchandise still looks the same from the late 80s and 90s. The place never changes. Peanut World is not. Peanut World used to be a huge thing on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. It is now like a rundown penny store. They like open bags of Tootsie Rolls, and then they throw them in a thing, and then they sell them for like 2 cents each. Nothing impressive about Peanut World like it used to be. And they do have some like what looks like old peanuts just sitting there waiting for someone to buy them, and I wouldn't buy them. So I could probably go into Peanut World and do a video. I wouldn't shop there. Let's put it that way. Vegas Visual, I'm going to think about what you said in MGM Grand is definitely tough because of the sheer size of it. I'm going down the strip as you asked. Some of the downtown ones are actually tough. The D is tough. It's on 2 levels and 2 very different types of vibes on each level, if you ask me. I guess MGM Grand would probably be the toughest one that I could think of right now. As I'm sure as soon as this chat ends, I'm going to say, oh, I should have answered that. And I'll get in touch with you, Vegas Visual, when I do think of a better answer. But MGM Grand is tough because of its sheer size. Everything is broken up. The restaurants are all scattered. The pool is way out in the back. The casino is just mammoth. You think you're at the end, and then you make a left, and then there's an area that's twice the size that you just walk through as far as slot machines. It's just a surprise around every corner. I've been to Vegas enough now to know all the shortcuts, and I pretty much know the layout of all the hotels and casinos. So I don't get lost as much as I used to. But if I was a newbie, MGM Grand would definitely be a challenge. Okay, let's see what else. Shirley, what about a video on Ripley's Believe It or Not? I've been wanting to do, everywhere I go, there's a Ripley's Believe It or Not. Here in Atlantic City, in Las Vegas, there's one. That's a good suggestion, Shirley. I just might do Ripley's. If I don't do it next week here in Atlantic City when I'm on the boardwalk, I will do it shortly, sometime soon. I always wondered what was in there. I know in the summer they sell water for $1, like those people on Las Vegas out of the coolers. The staff actually sells water for $1. So I don't know how business is there. It can't be that great, but I'm going to do it and I'll bring it to you guys. Biggest visual, Hard Rock CEO, you can stick your guitar where the sun doesn't shine. Okay. Deborah Camacho, Ripley gives me the creeps. Have you been in there, Deborah? It kind of gives me the creeps too. But now that you guys are talking about it, I kind of want to see it. So I'm going to go in there and I'll videotape it and maybe I'll turn it into a horror video. Do you guys remember my showboat video? I did a haunted when the casino, this was before the arcade and everything. The place was empty. I did a video in the showboat here in Atlantic City and I turned it into a horror movie. I thought it was one of my better videos. I really enjoyed making it. And to this day, it's probably one of the videos I watch the most as far as videos that I've done. I typically don't watch my videos once they're edited and uploaded because I've seen them over and over and over during the editing process. That's one that I like to revisit every once in a while. That's the showboat. And I think the thumbnail, the little picture that you click on, it says creepy on it above the banner that goes diagonal across my thumbnails. Vegas Visual, yes, I love music. Okay, so you agree with I love music that the Hard Rock should stick their guitar where the sun doesn't shine. Tom Kaufman, the only memory I have of Peanut World is the statue of Mr. Peanut. He is no longer there. No, he's not there. It's just a rundown place, basically. Taco Lover, hey Kevin. Vegas Visual, great to see you, Taco Lover. How are you doing now? Taco Lover, like I said, just came back from Vegas. He did a bunch of live streams from there. Unfortunately, when he got home, I hope he doesn't mind me telling you guys this, but he came down with COVID, and probably from his trip to Vegas or maybe the airline or something like that. But I don't think he was that sick, and he recovered very quickly. So, and again, when you get a chance, check his channel out. Wise Malik, I have not gotten lost in Venetian. Oh, I have never not gotten lost in Venetian. Huge. You know what? You may be right, Wise Malik. Venetian's, it's certainly not as big as MGM Grand, but it's got a lot of those twists and turns. And sometimes you're in there. I don't know if it's complicated or sometimes they just don't make sense the way they're laid out. And I'm sure they're laid out that way for marketing reasons. But yeah, Venetian is one of those where you can easily get lost. And I know that when I am in the Grand Canal Shops, which is part of Venetian and Palazzo, I always get lost in the Grand Canal Shop. I think I'm on level 2, but then I realized it somewhere back where I was walking, it turned into level 3. And then next thing I know, I'm on the ground level looking at gondoliers. And I'm like, how did I get down here? I didn't take any escalators or elevators. Very confusing. Yeah, if I was going to combine the Palazzo, the Venetian, and the Grand Canal Shops, which is all one complex, that might beat MGM Grand. Vegas Visual, I'm doing great, Taco. Taco Lover, I did a comment on T-shirts today on my community room, and did you know that Taco Cat, which is there was a graphic of a cat inside a taco shell with its paws sticking out all 4 corners of the taco shell. Taco Cat is spelled Taco Cat backwards. The same exact thing. There's a name for a word like that. I don't know what it is. You guys, I'm sure, are going to let me know in a couple seconds. Deborah, I was at Ripley's in AC years ago, and the bridge at the end makes me dizzy. I was never in there. I didn't even know there was a bridge. I've also been to the one in Times Square, and that one was creepy, but some people, the optical illusions are cool. I haven't been to any of them, so I will check out the one on the boardwalk in the next week or two. Deborah, the Times Square is Ripley permanently closed. Oh, I didn't know that. I wonder why. Let's see. I'll be in Atlantic City May 7th through 11th. Can't wait. Where are you staying, Erica? Let us know. WC, what do you have a favorite casino? Oh, do you have a favorite casino hotel? I kind of break them out into three different categories. And I don't know if you're talking about Las Vegas or Atlantic City. I cover both. So if you're talking about here in Atlantic City, I tend to like the rooms most in the Borgata. I think they're beautiful rooms. And as far as hotels and casinos, not including the room, I like Ocean. I think it's a beautiful hotel, beautiful casino. Not so much the rooms. Again, if I was going to talk about the rooms, it would be here in the Borgata. Vegas, Palazzo, hands down. I haven't been to every hotel. I've been to every hotel and casino here in Atlantic City. They've all been covered on my channel. Haven't been to every one in Las Vegas. I promised myself I wasn't going to visit one twice until I visited them all, but I got a good deal on the Palazzo on my last trip. Palazzo, hands down, is my favorite room. It's actually a suite in Vegas. As far as hotels, maybe Encore or Wynn. I love those two hotels. I've yet to stay in one of those rooms. Maybe next time I will. It's hard to get a good deal on Encore or Wynn. They're expensive hotels, and typically I like to get a good deal. And those two are not that easy to get a good deal. So maybe sometime in the future, if I get a good deal, I'll check them out. But I do love the hotels and casinos. I'm sure the rooms are beautiful too. Taco Lover, laugh out loud, Taco Cat. Yep, same thing, forward and backward. I watched a few of your AC videos this past weekend. Love the reviews. Thank you. I consider them more tours than views. I very rarely will knock or praise a property. I just kind of like walk through them and show you guys what's going on in the hotels and casinos and rooms. If I see something obviously out of whack, I'll bring it to your attention. But I don't really like to call myself a reviewer. I like to consider myself more of a tour guide, if you will. So that's the way I consider it. But I do realize I give my opinions every once in a while. So Forum or Grand Canal? Definitely Grand Canal. If I had to choose one of those shopping areas, it would be Grand Canal. Forum's nice. Grand Canal is much nicer. Deborah Camacho, Planodrome. What is that? Let me know. Erica, Resorts, Taco Lover. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. Jeff is awesome. Oh, that's so nice of you, Taco Lover. Yeah, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Jeff is awesome. I appreciate that, Taco Lover. Good link to check. Have you ever visited Southpointe or Red Rock in Vegas? I've been to both. There's videos on both of them here on the channel. I did want to go off the Las Vegas Strip this past visit. I didn't even make it downtown. I was there for 6 or 7 days. I spent the entire 6 or 7 days covering the Las Vegas Strip. Just not enough time to do what I wanted to do. I totally wrote off downtown, which I hated to do. But again, there's only so much time to do what I wanted to get done. So all those hotels that are somewhat off the strip, like Silverton, the M, Southpointe, Rio, Orleans, Ellis Island. What's the one right up from Rio? I can't think of the name of it. It's right up the street from Rio. It's Caesars, Rio, and then there's that one. I wanted to check out that one. I love Red Rock, which is the one that you had mentioned. Oh, Palace Station also I wanted to check out. They're all done already on the channel. It's just that I haven't done them in over a year, so I wanted to revisit them. Red Rock is beautiful. One of my favorite properties in Las Vegas, to tell you the truth. I've never stayed there. I don't know what the rooms look like, but the casino and the hotel itself is beautiful, as well as the pool. I've only been there once. I did do a video. It's here on the channel. I wanted to revisit it this past visit. I just didn't get a chance. I know that next visit that I do will be a lot less time on the Strip because I covered the Strip so much this visit. So I will get back to downtown, and I will get to all those hotels and casinos that are somewhat off the Strip. Not too far removed, but somewhat off the Strip. Let's see. Island Music New York. Imagine getting lost at Caesars. Yeah, that would be. Well, Caesars is. There's still. I was there about a week and a half ago, and they redid that whole front entrance, and they're still working on it. It looks finished as far as the front entrance is concerned, but there's still little projects going on in the casino that they have sheetrock up and stuff, and very easy to get lost. And yeah, Caesars is another one that's hard to negotiate because if you enter it and you make a left, it brings you into that whole area where you start heading towards the buffet and the shops and that big statue of David and the pool is back there. It kind of takes you away from everything, and then next thing you know, you just make a right and you're in the heart of the casino. It's kind of weird. So yeah, that's another one. They're all laid out weird. That was a very good question. Miracle Mile or shops at Mandalay Place? Well, definitely Miracle Mile. The shops at Mandalay Place is really nothing. As a matter of fact, I was there last week or the week before, and it's it's like a couple of stores that are connecting Mandalay Place to or Mandalay Bay to Luxor. So not much of a mall at all. They do have Rira, which I thought was going away. Rira being that Irish pub. I thought that they were going out of that mall, and I was very happy to see that they're still there. I am a huge Rira fan. They have left the Tropicana here in Atlantic City. I was just at the Trop a couple of weeks ago, and they've yet to reopen a new place. They were working on something. I don't know what's going in where Rira used to be, but I will definitely check it out next time I'm in Tropicana. But Mandalay Place, not much going for it other than Rira, and I'm glad to see Rira is still there. So definitely Miracle Mile if I had to choose one of those malls. Miracle Mile, also home to the Hilton timeshare area, which I visited this trip. Beautiful pool, beautiful lobby. There'll be videos coming out on that. And I need to hide that user. Hide. I'm editing people out while I'm talking to you guys because they feel the need to do some weird stuff. Do you have a favorite show? I haven't been to all the shows. And I didn't get to see any shows this past visit. This past visit was just a whirlwind, so hopefully I'll be able to slow down and take my time next visit in August or September. Out of all the shows that I've seen, I really liked Zumanity, which is closed permanently. That was out of New York, New York. Cirque du Soleil is opening up a new show at New York called Mad Apple with a New York theme, a very appropriate hotel and casino for that show. I've seen Love at the Mirage by Cirque du Soleil. I really enjoyed that show. I've seen Mystere at the TI. It was good. It wasn't as good as some of the other Cirque shows that I've seen. From what I understand, Ka at MGM Grand is a very good show. So hopefully I will be able to check that out next visit. I'm going back on some of these chats here. Vegas Visual, how long did it take you to figure out that Link was spelled Link and not Link? When you first discovered Vegas? I did a lot of homework before I did my first trip to Vegas as a vlogger. And actually, the first time I stayed in Vegas as a vlogger was at the Palazzo. And my last trip to Vegas was at the Palazzo. So just goes to show you how much I like that place. But in doing my homework, I realized right away that Link was spelled L-I-N-Q. Obviously, I would have spelled it L-I-N-K. I think Google corrects you pretty quickly when you type it in. So, yeah, it didn't take long for me to figure that one out. Let's see. Do you like you mentioned, Taco Cat or Race Car is another one. Race Car. You're right, Deborah. Race Car is another one. So if a Taco Cat was driving a race car, you could pretty much do that whole sentence backwards. WC The Palms. The Palms is opening in what? Days or maybe a couple of weeks. I haven't been there in a while. I was there right before it closed, right before COVID. And I just actually went back to that video to reminisce about what the Palms actually looked like because it's been so long since I've been there. It's a great property, so I'm looking forward to going there. Obviously, I couldn't do it this visit because it wasn't open yet, but it is opening soon if it hasn't opened already, and I do plan on checking it out. They sunk a ton of money into that place right before COVID, so it'd be interesting to see it again. Caesars Casino is designed to get you to stay inside the casino longer. I think all casinos are designed to get you into the stay in casino longer. That's why they don't have windows, so you don't know what time it is. They don't have clocks. They do a whole bunch of tricks to keep you in the casino longer. Erica, welcome. I'm sorry, I just passed you up. Erica, casinos are my happy place. So relaxing. Do you go alone? Usually I take my mother and my aunt, so being Mother's Day, we will be enjoying it together. Where, in Atlantic City or Las Vegas? Let us know, Erica. When I am working, which is what I do when I do these videos, I always travel. Well, I shouldn't say always. Usually travel alone because I'm on a strict schedule and I don't want to be worried about what other people are doing and are they happy and am I ignoring them and things like that. And vice versa. I like to be by myself just so I'm not distracted by them. So I always travel alone when I'm doing video. Again, I said always, but sometimes in Atlantic City, family and friends will come along with me. But for the most part, I am alone. I'm alone today. When I go to Vegas, I think I'm always alone when I go to Vegas. One or two people that I meet there that I've met on past trips, so it's not like a lonely kind of trip. But I just find that when I'm doing these videos, I like to be alone and focus on what I'm doing. I gotta get you guys, some of you, to be moderators on this channel. I'll get in touch with you guys because I'm spending a lot of time getting rid of chat here. Do you have a favorite buffet or restaurant? And again, you guys need to be a little bit more specific. If you're talking about Las Vegas or Atlantic City, not too many buffets here in Atlantic City. I just came from the Borgata. I've been to that one twice, and I've been to the one at Hard Rock. I plan on going there in the next week or two. I do like the Hard Rock one better. So as far as Atlantic City, those I think are the only two options, and I like Hard Rock better. As far as Las Vegas, there's a lot more than two options. I've been to 3 or 4, and hands down, Encore is the winner. I love their buffet, and that video will be coming out. I also did the Bellagio, which is certainly not a bad buffet, but I just really enjoyed the Encore buffet a lot. Let's see. I live 5 minutes from Mohegan Sun in PA. Do you ever come there? I used to have a small house in the Poconos. It was on a lake. It was very nice. I really liked it. I sold it about 5 or 6 years ago. When I was in the Poconos, I used to visit, what's the name of that place? Pocono, I forgot the name of it. But they're surrounded by casinos there in Pennsylvania. So yeah, I used to visit a lot of those places. Have you ever seen the show at Venetian of Phantom of the Opera? This was years back, and I didn't like it because they cut it down to an hour. How can they cut that down to an hour? Oh, an hour and a half, and had fireworks at the end. Only in Vegas will they do fireworks at the end of. Will they cut Phantom of the Opera and edit it that short and then put fireworks? And that sounds so Vegas. Yeah, I would have been disappointed with that too, Shirley. Vegas Visual, you seem to do history of Vegas vids. Do you know Jaggy the Jaguar? Damon Malone. Hey, Jeff, have you ever been to the Mob Museum in Vegas? Such a great place to visit. Mob Museum is, yes, I have. And there's a video on the channel. You guys need to check out my older videos. Just hit on a playlist. Like I have a Vegas playlist. I have an Atlantic City playlist, a New York City playlist, a New Orleans playlist, Orlando playlist. If you hit on that playlist, like Vegas, you'll see all the videos, current ones and older ones, including the Mob Museum. Mob Museum being one of those places I wanted to revisit because it's been a while since I've been there. It's a fascinating place. And I spent about 2 hours there the last visit. I think I could honestly spend 3 or 4 hours in there. I kind of rushed my last video there. And even at rushing it, it was, I believe, 45 minutes to an hour long. So, yeah, I've been there. I'd like to go back. I didn't get a chance this time, but there is a video out there on this channel of my visit to the Mob Museum. Let's see. AC, at Resorts, we will be staying. Resorts is a really nice place here in Atlantic City. It's a good location, too. It's kind of like center of the boardwalk. You've got, to the north, you've got Hard Rock, Showboat, and Ocean. To the south, you've got Bally's, Caesars, and Tropicana. So it's kind of like center stage. Some of the best restaurants in town are at Resorts. So you've got Dargady's Steakhouse and Raw Bar. You've got Capriccio, the Italian restaurant, which was voted the best casino restaurant in the nation, which includes Las Vegas. So if you're there and you can afford it, it's not cheap. I've yet to go there. It's hard to get a table for one at that place. So I'm going to have to go with either family or friends and just kind of like keep them out of the shots. Maybe as they increase their hours, because they were only open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I think, during the winter. So they were busy. So I think as they open up during the week, I'll be able to get in there by myself. So we'll see what happens. They offered me to sit at the bar, but I didn't want to sit at the bar. The only reason I go in there is to make videos, and I didn't think that would be a very good video. Let's see. Vegas Visual. No, I don't know Jaguar. I love music. Vegas Visual. He makes history casino vids like Desert Inn, Sands and Dunes. I like all those older videos, like the ones that you're mentioning. I'll have to check that out. I will check them out. Thanks. I love music. Jim, gotta go, Jeff. Keep up the good work, and hopefully you can shake that cough soon. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be gone in a day or two. Mount Airy, that's the one that I was thinking of. Mount Airy Lodge. Thank you, Erica. Were you able to visit the new casinos such as Circa and Resorts World in Vegas? Resorts World, I just did a video. I believe it came out today, Resorts World. I went there as soon as it opened, a little less than a year ago, and I just did a video there last week. And that video was uploaded this morning. So it's the last video on this channel if you want to check it out. In Circa, I've been to already 2 or 3 times. I like Circa a lot. So if you want to check out those videos, they're on the channel as well. Okay, drive is done, and I'm going to catch you later, Jeff, from New York. Peace. Take care, Wise Malik. Thanks for joining us. Caesars is an interesting casino. It's a bit older than Circus, yet looks younger. Caesars is renovated and expanded throughout the years. So I had mentioned that I just came up from the Borgata buffet here at the Borgata, and it wasn't much different than the lunch one other than price. The food was okay. It wasn't fantastic. Same exact stuff that I had the last time, although I tried to switch it up on this one where the food that they were offering was the same, but I chose to eat different food just so the videos would be different. And like I said, the food was okay. I don't know if I'm jaded now by Las Vegas buffets, but it was all right. I can't wait to go back to the Hard Rock and check out their buffet because I think I enjoy that one a lot more. So. And let's see, it is 8:11. I'm going to be closing this up soon. My voice is pretty much shot. I'm going to go downstairs and do a video here at the Borgata, and then I'm going to do a slot pull, and I'll record that as well and show it to you guys sometime in the future. And I don't know if you guys have anything else to say, but I appreciate everyone that's joined here today. And it is dark out already. Which is better, Caesars AC or Caesars Las Vegas? Caesars Las Vegas is better. Erica, going to try Gordon Ramsay's at Caesars when I go. I have made reservations 2 or 3 times at Gordon Ramsay, and I've yet to eat there. They were broken for one reason or another, whether it was a family emergency or some kind of scheduling issue. But I've actually got footage of me going to Gordon Ramsay and then having to leave Gordon Ramsay. So hopefully I can go there and make a proper video of that place. I'd really like to try the beef Wellington here in Atlantic City, which is what he's known for, not only in Las Vegas, but Atlantic City as well. Please pick a good slot machine this time, and good luck. Thank you. I will do my best to pick a good one, but we'll see what happens. Vegas Visual, I know about Velvet the Lion, who changed his name to Jaggy the Jaguar, apparently out of music. Feel better, Jeff. Thank you, Doug R. I appreciate it. How do you check into hotels? Through an app or human? Well, it depends. When I come to Atlantic City, I'm here for 1 day, 2 tops. I will use a kiosk. When I go to Vegas, I try not to use a kiosk. I want to talk to a person. I want to let them know what my expectations are as far as the room. I will give them a $20 sandwich, which typically works. It gets me a better room with a better view. Gets me drink comps and stuff. That $20 goes a long way, especially when you're talking about a week. So I will go for the human when in Vegas. When in Atlantic City, it's just in and out. 1 night, 2 nights, I don't care. I'll go to the kiosk. I don't even have to go to the kiosk. They just let me know in the morning my room's ready. I come to the hotel. I use my phone as the key. I don't talk to anybody, and that's just what happened today. They notified me 9 o'clock this morning that my room was 719, which is where I'm staying tonight. And they let me know that everything was ready at that point. So I could come here anytime after 9 o'clock in the morning, which I thought was pretty cool. But I had a full day anyway between the Golden Nugget and everything. So to answer your question, if I'm staying a lengthy period, I want to talk to a person. If not, kiosk is fine. Deborah, hope you feel better and lose that cough and win some money. Me too. Tom, love your vlogs. Have a good evening. Good luck in the slot bowl. Thank you, Tom. Do you prefer slots or table games? I prefer table games, but I can't record them. So I prefer slots when I'm doing stuff for the channel. Damon Malone, great video, Jeff. Have a great time downstairs. Maybe try a Moscow Mule booze for your throat. Always helps my cough. That's good to know. Thank you, Damon. On his latest vlog, he said he is not doing Vegas content anymore. There's like a side conversation going on here. Let me just see. Are the room deals better at Vegas or Atlantic City? Much better at Vegas. The rooms here in Atlantic City are very expensive compared to Vegas. So, like I said, I stayed at the Palazzo. I got a great deal. I can't afford the Palazzo, but it's a beautiful all-suite hotel, very luxurious. The bathroom is the size of this room here at the Borgata. You can always find a good deal in Vegas. Good deals are hard to find here in Atlantic City, unless you're getting comped, which like this room tonight is comped, and the room I'm getting at the Ocean next week is comped. I don't expect much from rooms when they're comped. But as far as if you're not getting comped and you have to stay at either Vegas or Atlantic City, you're going to pay a lot more in Atlantic City, pretty much for everything. Let's see. I got comp rooms. Love it. Suites. Yes. I love suites too. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to the channel. There will be more videos, obviously, this coming week. As a matter of fact, when I get back from my slot poll, I have no video for tomorrow. So I want to make sure I get one up for you guys tomorrow. So I'll work on that from my room tonight. And next week, I will be doing a live from New York show, probably from the Ocean Resort and Casino on the boardwalk here in Atlantic City. So stay tuned for that. Check out the community room. You'll see when that's going to happen, what time, and we'll take things from there. Thank you so much for everyone who's joined. I appreciate it. I'm starting to really like these live chats. I hope you guys are too. It's kind of difficult to work out scheduling every once in a while, but like I was barely done with my buffet today, and I'm like, I got to get to my room I'm going live in 15 minutes. But I love doing what I do. I love the fact that you guys follow along with me. So thank you for everything you guys do. I will talk to you soon, sometime next week live. And in the meantime, stay tuned for more exciting videos here on the New York channel. Thanks for joining today.